it true? You're the reason Trelly's breathing down our necks.
Why do you think it's my fault?
I mean, everyone's saying you nicked and Skinny Malone down. He was an arsehole, sure. But at least we knew where we were with him. Trelly, not so much.
It's a hard world. I do what I have to.
Doesn't help anyone if you make it even harder, though, does it? How about you make up for it by buying something? Unless there's another reason you're down here.
I'm looking for someone named Virgil. Have you seen him?
Virgil? I don't know. Maybe. I don't really ask for names when people come to trade, you know. Sorry.
Who are you, anyway?
Name's Griffiths. And before you ask about the accident, obviously I'm not from around here. Me and McMurray, that thieving twat over there, flew over here the day before the bomb strikes. We were going to a mate's wedding up in Concord. McMurray thought it was a bit of a cheat to ask us to fly all the way over here, but he was a mate, so... Of course, it never happened, and he's been pissed at me for being stuck here ever since. Like I knew you and the Reds were actually going to fuck us all over on a weekend. Anyway, you don't want to get me going. Anything else you want?
So, what's the deal with you two, anyway?
He nicked my fucking robot, didn't he? Thinks I broke his, and now he's gone and kidnapped mine. I never even touched the bloody thing. He just never bothered taking care of it.
Do you have any proof?
Well, no. But he's good at covering his tracks, isn't he? I already asked around. No one saw him do it. And he isn't going to talk, is he? Don't suppose you'd be willing to look for Penny? Let's capture it for you.
Where do I start?
Well, you could try asking around. Didn't get me anywhere, but maybe you'll have more luck. Maybe you could lean on McMurray or something. Otherwise, maybe there's some clue or something around. McMurray sleeps in the west section behind the store. I can't get in there without him watching me, but maybe you'll find something.
I'll see what I can do.
Cheers, mate. She looks like one of those Miss Nannies, but pig. Don't know what that bastard did to her, but she's got to be around here somewhere.
Mason's gotta be losing it if he's letting you
Mason's
stick
making
around.
a mistake letting you stay here.
I always figured this place was too good to be true. It was only a matter of time before some asshole like you fucked it up for us.
Oh, yeah. Practically a 5-star resort you got here.
I don't know what the hell that is, but if it's meant to be some kind of joke, you can stick it up your ass. We had it good with Malone and his crew. Tiny bit of protection money, and he left us alone. We had the gun store entrance covered, they had Park Street covered. No chance of anyone up top messing with this place when we had the vault batting for us. Hell, we'd have paid even more for that. And now? Now, we got that same vault cutting us off from the tunnels and threatening to gun down anyone they find in there. And you wanna know why? Because people like you just can't mind your own damn business. You always gotta get up to something. You always gotta get involved. You and Nick. Seen people like you before. Get your caps, get your thrills, but to hell with everyone else. Right?
It's not that simple, and you know it.
Who are you talking about?
People like that vault dweller.
Sandra.
No, it's fine. I want her to hear this. See, there's this farm where we lived a couple of years back, west of here, over by a dam next to some railway tracks. 9 of us growing potatoes, mut fruit, that kind of thing. Then one day this fellow shows up, says he's from the vault nearby, wearing one of those ridiculous jumpsuits. Says he's out looking to make a difference, whatever the hell that means. Asks us who we are, what we're doing there, so we get to talking. Tell him farming's okay, except we've got some raiders camped out on the other end of the dam. Didn't think anything of it other than just telling him what life was like, seeing as he was asking. Next day, we hear gunfire across the river. Then the raiders come marching across the dam, dragging the vault dweller behind them, legs shot to pieces. Said he took out 5 of them before they blew his knees out. Said we were the ones who sent him, so they were here to even the score. They didn't listen when we told them we had nothing to do with it. Left 4 of us alive. Just pure luck who they picked and who they didn't. Made us watch as they burned the place to the ground. Then they slit his throat and moved on somewhere else. All because he couldn't just stay in that damn vault. And neither could you.
My God. A sad story, but nothing to do with me.
It's got everything to do with you.
Point is, whoever this guy is that you're looking for, someone's going to pay for it. They always do. Even if you think you're doing the right thing. But you won't stop because you can't. You need the thrill, or the adventure, or whatever the hell it is. So don't ask us to help you, because we won't. And that's all we gotta say about it.
Look, for what it's worth, I get why you're wary of us with everything going on. But all we're trying to do is find someone who might be in trouble. And even if you don't want to answer our questions, then at least let us trade. We still need supplies, ammo, all that stuff. And I know you don't want to pass up on our caps, right? So what do you say?
Bit of a hustler, aren't you? Can't lie. We could do with the caps. After the lockdown and everything.
Yeah, and why did we have the lockdown in the first place?
Either way, we're the ones who got rid of those guys outside. That's gotta count for something, right?
No harm in trading, I guess. Right?
Fine. We ain't gonna answer your questions, but we've got no problem taking your money.
Thank you.
Not bad.
Tell me about these robots.
You just can't help yourself, can you? Anything that's going on and you gotta be smack in the middle. Just leave it alone, will ya?
What kinds of things do you sell?
Weapons and ammo. My wife does armor. After those raiders, we figured we'd learn how to defend ourselves better. And make some caps out of it. So you want to take a look or what?
Let's see what you've got.
Buying something?
I'm looking for someone named Virgil. Have you seen him?
Hey, your friend is the reason we're even talking at all. Don't push it.
Never mind. Excuse me.
Not gonna answer any of your questions, but I'll trade if that's what you're after.
Let's see what kind of armor you've got.
Make them like they used
Nice being on the move again. Fewer paper cuts than back home.
Yeah? Huh?
Want a drink?
I have some questions first.
What's up?
Tell me about these robots.
So you got roped into all that, huh? I ain't got a clue what's going on there.
McMurray's saying Griffiths damaged his robot, and Griffiths is saying McMurray stole his, right?
Bunch of Brandon dung, if you ask me. Smashing up a robot without anyone hearing a peep. Heh. And this is the lieutenant we're talking about. Would have cut Griffiths to pieces after the first swing. And then, how do you hide a robot?
If you know what you're doing, you could deactivate a robot or reprogram one to run away.
You think either of them ever knows what they're doing?
Good point.
That's what McMurray's telling everyone, though. Penelope left because Griffiths was... you know.
If that's true, that's just, well, ugh, I don't know what that is.
All right, let's not get into that. But if she did leave, it would have been through the sewers.
In which case, she could be anywhere. Lordy, there's more than one sewer tunnel connecting into the sluice, and each one's pretty much a crazy maze of its own.
So what do you think happened to the lieutenant?
I don't know. But neither Fred or Michelle were able to fix him, so it's gotta be pretty serious.
Thing is, we need both those robots to scav in the tunnels. So if they really did do this to each other, it's gotta be about the stupidest thing they've ever done. And that's saying something.
Why would they do that?
They're always fighting about something or other. They blame each other for getting on a plane here the day before you know what. Britain probably didn't fare much better anyway. Funny thing is that if they're both blaming each other, whatever happened to those robots must have happened at the same time. But, again, no one saw anything.
Well, guess that's all we know. Anything else?
That's all for now.
Well, later then.